Guys, it's like this. It's Sharknado with no sharks. That's what this is. Sharkless Sharknado. So Sharkless Sharknado, alright, it's called Into the Storm. Into the Storm is a movie about people who want to chase tornadoes, and so they chase tornadoes. It's a movie that doesn't really know what the hell it wants to be. Is it found footage? Is it not? Some shots are found footage. You can tell it's found footage. Other shots are not found footage, and you don't know it's not found footage, and then it is found footage. Because it all looks the same. You don't know if it's found footage or not unless someone turns to the camera. He's like, you know what, can you turn that thing off? Alright, come with me. And you're like, oh, I guess this particular shot's found footage. The next one might not be. Then there will be camera shots over someone's shoulder that looks like found footage. Then it shows the camera looking at him. You're like, there's no one over his shoulder with a camera, so I guess it's not found footage. Confusing shit, man. And there are a few different storylines in this movie. You have the storm chasers that want to chase these storms. Cool. That should concentrate on these people. Let's concentrate on them. Nope. Then you have this father who's trying to reconnect with his kids, and you have this romance with this other kid and this other high school student chick. And these hillbillies. Holy shit, these guys. These comedic relief hillbillies. Alright, check this shit. I know what this is now. Remember in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, they revealed that Transformers can transform into human beings. I don't know how or why, but they can. Then you never saw Mudflap and Skids again in any of the Transformers movies. You're like, where'd they go? Hey, now I know. They're in Into the Storm. There's all these different plot lines, all these different people. You're like, get off the screen. Let's watch the storm chasers chase the tornadoes. Then let's watch tornadoes tear the shit out of things. And I'm not gonna shit all over this movie because when the tornadoes were actually tearing through towns, that actually looked pretty cool and I liked it. Fact is, the first half of this movie is boring as shit. It's all this setup with stupid characters you don't care about. You're like, you exist. Tell me you exist just for a tornado to suck you up into the air and drop you. There were a couple times someone gets sucked into the tornado and I'm like, who are you again? Only thing that was missing was a red Star Trek shirt, man. You see some of these people, you're like, well, I don't buy. It's like this movie would have killed it in the 90s. This movie came out about 17 years too late. It missed the boat by that much. Think of this. Twister just got released in the box office. It killed it. A couple years later, you have this movie. Everyone's like, well, shit, Twister was cool, so let's watch this. I mean, Twister's not a great movie, but it was fun from what I remember. Then this movie comes out a couple years after Twister and just destroys, and that would have been optimal for this. But it's like someone wrote it and forgot about it, and then now someone was like, oh, hey, this script. Into the Storm. I think my friend wrote that. Yeah, let's make that. Those tornado movies still make money, right? They still make money? No, Grandpa, they don't, because you're out of touch. You don't know that they don't. In the end, this movie is full of people you don't care about. Worse, this movie tries to make you care about the people you don't care about. However, when you see tornadoes wrecking through towns and tearing shit up, that is actually entertaining. So I'm not going to give this movie the dog shit that it probably is, because if I was entertained in a movie, it's not dog shit. But I will say you're not going to remember this movie in T-minus 20 minutes. Yep, this movie had tornadoes wrecking towns, and I already forgot. Coolest part of this movie is I met 3 fans at the movie theater. They watched Guardians of the Galaxy. I watched this. I realized my fans are smarter than me. Hey, I take the hits so you don't have to. So Into the Storm, you haven't seen it. Never mind. Not even gonna waste my time asking that shit. Summer's winding down, so what was your favorite movie of the summer movie season? That's a pretty good one. Whatever it is, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.